Hey everyone, my name's Eddie, and today I've got set number 71829, Lloyd's Green Forest Dragon from a LEGO Ninjago theme. So this set retails for $29.99 on lego.com here in Australia and has 128 pieces. So this one released, I believe, in January in 2025, and I haven't been able to make a review until today. So here it is, and I'll see you in a second when it's all built up. So here it is. We've obviously got the green forest dragon, the two minifigures, Lloyd and the Dragonian warrior, and the yellow baby dragon. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the actual build for minifigures and the baby dragon, and I have a few things to say, and I think this one's pretty good, but I'll show you a closer look at all the details right now. So, here it is. And I just have to say, I think the first thing you realise, obviously, is the large model pieces. And I have to say, I personally am quite a big fan of them. Honestly, as a kid, I loved these, like, the large wing pieces that I believe came in, like, the Lego Friends, or, like, it reminds me of the old Lego Castle. Anyway, just those old dragons that had these large plastic wings. And I know personally it's a mixed bag, but personally, I think they're pretty good. And, I mean, the rest of this dragon actually is quite compact. It has 128 pieces. It's obviously including the minifigures, but like most of it is in here, and it looks small. So I feel like they're able to get away with a price with this one specifically because I have like the wings, and it makes it look more impressive. And I have to say that it was pretty smart. But yeah, like obviously without them, it is very compact. But saying that, I think the cool thing about this one is it's like really detailed for how small it is, and it's got great articulation, maybe apart from like the legs. But yeah, obviously it's on that head. It's got like the baby Ryu mold for the head, but new printing and a recolor, and I think that looks really cool with energy bursting from eyes. And taking a look under, it's got like a dark, I'm not too sure on that color. I believe just a dark blue. The underside, it's got even it going down up until like the end of the tail and up to the neck of the head, and even underneath like the legs, which is pretty good. And then taking a look down at the neck, it's got these whip pieces attached to these handles, and it makes a really clever way to actually include like the reins for like to control the dragon, which I have to say is really smart. I haven't seen anything like that quite recently. And we've got the nice saddle, and I love how these, I don't know, these, I mainly see them in grey and black, but they were nice to actually be included in a nice brown so it doesn't look too out of place, and I appreciate that. So it's got a lovely flag connected to the saddle, and again, I honestly, as a kid, I loved the large flags attached to, or like the banners attached to the saddles. Like the 2011, like first wave with the giant dragons and the massive. Anyway, regarding that, I just think it's personally great. And then, even moving down to the tail, it's got like a nice gradient between the dark green, light green, and the translucent, the transparent light green wedge pieces, just having some spikes, extra detail, and it's got like Lloyd's classic kind of katana piece from the Lego Ninjago movie. So I think that's pretty cool as well. So yeah, moving down to the legs, I mean, it's not ideal, but I think for such a small build, it is pretty sturdy because of the legs. And yeah, with massive wings, it would be quite a hassle if they had them on ball joints or anything. So I think that was smart. It does take away, but obviously it's a lot more, and there would be more criticisms if they weren't like that stiff. Being said, I also love these kind of, I don't know, I think it was pretty new in the past couple of years, and I can think of a lot of great things for them. Yeah, I just love these pieces, and they're used as like the, not too sure, like the talons or the claws on the wings, which I find are really clever. Obviously, yeah, it's got some more on the actual feet and some of those small horn pieces at the back. Yeah, I think this one's really cool, and it's nice compact, but it's also pretty large and impressive just thanks to the wings and yeah, large model parts, which I think is really good. So, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. So yeah, that's my opinions on this little thing. Here it is, the little baby dragon. And I just have to say, this one's pretty good. It's got like the yellowish orange color. It's not like quite bright yellow, but it's not orange, and I love that. It's got those cute black and white simple eyes with a nice, I believe, they kind of look dark brown or black, depending on the lighting actually. The scales on the side of the body, and I think this one's pretty cool. It's always nice to have a little recolor of a common part, and yeah, I think this is just a great addition. So, taking a look at the Dragon Warrior first, there's a bit less to say, so I'll start off with him. So, yeah, as I was saying in the other review, I love the brick-built weapons. It reminds me so much of those earlier sets where all the weapons would be made up of tiny pieces like the axe or like handles. And anyway, not going into that again. I believe this one's kind of, not to say boring, but definitely the less exciting generic villains because they don't have like the back attachment or like the headpiece. But saying that, I think still these are really detailed for how generic these villains seem. I have to say, those kind of detailings on the fleet really remind me of the Lego Chima minifigures. It reminds me of them so much. So yeah, looking at the torso as well. So the torso's got like a nice grey, brown, bright red, kind of silver detailing, and I think that's amazing, honestly. You can't see too much of it with the back attachment on, and moving up, yeah, these have a really cool, like a back attachment or like armor piece for, like just an armor piece. So it's got like a lower jaw, some nice like big shoulder pads, and obviously the back attachment to attach like the dragon bodies in like the other minifigures. And this one has one of the face prints with the normal face, and I believe this one also has, I don't know, actually this one's, yeah, one of the different faces because I don't actually have the second face print, but they do have some nice scaling for detail on the back. And yeah, obviously this one has a cool kind of tan, kind of like dark tan mohawk, which is pretty cool. I think this one's really cool. And moving on to Lloyd. So yeah, this one's, I don't know, I actually didn't really pay too much attention the first time I saw this set, and I think still, yeah, it looks amazing. It's, I guess, disappointing because when this was released, he wasn't in too many sets, so it was kind of felt like a missed opportunity to make a Lloyd like this. And saying that, I believe also in older sets or like in the early magazines, they always had these ninja minifigures that were made up of different parts. So this one isn't like his generic suit in the new January sets. It's actually, I believe these two pieces were used in the first Dragon's Rising suits. This armor piece looks very similar to the Skybound armor, but it's like the one introduced in the Tournament of the Sources sets, like the summer sets of last year. And I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, I'm not too sure when this face print was introduced. Yeah, I'm actually not too sure on that one. But this, his helmet, his hood piece was one of the like hoods from the Met Climber suits, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I think this one still looks good. Like even though it's a reuse of most parts, it's still, I don't know, it still looks good. I don't really have anything to say about it. But yeah, it is weird because in recent sets we haven't actually seen these ninja suits made up of the different parts. But yeah, I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, that's all I really have to say today. I think obviously you get great value here for $29.99. I think the minifigures are very welcome. The baby dragon's always a great inclusion, and the sets overall, like the green forest dragons, obviously very detailed, has some nice inclusions, articulation, and just great pieces. So yeah, I think I don't really have too much else to say. I think this one's pretty great. I hope you guys did like this review anyway. I know it's slightly shorter to my last one, but this is the kind of length I'm going to try and go for all the sets in the future. I'm going to try and get them more than a couple minutes, but obviously not too long, like until they're boring. So yeah, I'm going to try and figure out the sweet spot, but I will see you guys next time. Bye.